Thank you for tuning into the Model Connection podcast. I am your host, Eric Harrell. Please like, follow, and subscribe on social media and everywhere you get your podcast. Links are in the description. With us today is a very special guest.
Hello, my name is Grecia Chinchilla, and I am a professional model here from Nashville, Tennessee. And I am so excited to be here at the Model Connection podcast today.
Grecia, thank you for being this episode's guest on the Model Connection podcast. It is so glad to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. I'm so happy to be here.
Great.
I'm nervous.
Okay, now you have been modeling how long now, Grecia?
I would say a little over a year.
And you've done quite a bit of photo shoots in that short period of time.
I have. I would think mainly is because, say, Monday to Friday,
Right.
I don't really go out much. I focus in the gym and work. And then
Okay.
the weekends is, with my husband and family. So I don't really get to get dressed and go out as much as I used to when I was single. So now I take the photo shoots as, my opportunity to get dressed and feel confident and look nice. So
Okay.
I like doing that.
What got you started in modeling?
I would say, honestly, I don't think it was modeling that got my attention first. I would say it can go back to when I was a kid. I loved a lot of singing, dancing, acting. And, as a kid, I think a lot of kids have this dream, I'm going to be famous when I grow up.
Entertainer.
Yeah, something like that. I really like singing and dancing. Like when I was at my family has this videotape of me being with a mic and singing in the family reunion, everyone around me. So for me, it was always that. And pictures just came with all that.
Yes.
And it's just something that I always enjoyed doing. Never was model. It was just, take a picture of me. I want to look cute. And my family always said, you have a very nice smile. You're very photogenic. So it was just pictures for me, being myself.
And that is what got you interested in modeling, right?
Yeah, and doing it more. Because now it's I get to meet a lot of photographers, and they have taught me a lot of different things. And now I can see it more professionally.
Uh-huh.
So it is a lot more exciting.
Okay. What was your perception of modeling before and your perception of modeling after you have been doing it for 1 year?
I think before, like I said, before I saw it more as something fun and creative, and it was just me being myself. But once I started doing it with real photographers and going to a studio, I would say modeling, people think, my husband included, think that it's just going and posing and smiling, looking cute in front of the camera. I'm in pain for 3 days after every photo shoot from holding a pose. And he's like, I don't understand. You go to the gym all the time. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not over here, folding myself. But so it is hard work. It is hard work.
It becomes an art at some point, just like dancing and singing. People think you're just posing and you're basically in a back bend half the time and trying
you have to prepare yourself. You have to,
Exactly.
at least 5 days in advance, depending the shoot. You prepare yourself, get your clothing, get the makeup. So it is
hair and makeup
job.
Itself is its own job.
Nails and everything, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, what was your first shoot like for you?
It was
If you can remember it now.
Yeah, I can actually remember it.
Wow. Okay.
It was with Brian Collins. He's also a
Okay.
photographer that I really enjoy shooting with. He was very respectful, and he was the first photographer that I was ever with professionally in the studio. And I just got the nerve to, hey, I'm going to drive an hour away and go to the shoot with a guy. And honestly, with that guy, I did not ask for references or anything. I just saw the pictures, I was very naive at first and just going and exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But he was so respectful. He was like, okay, hey, follow this groups. He was teaching me how to do this, telling me, this is something that I need to watch out for my photographer. He gave me some Facebook groups that are for models. So he was very respectful and very opening and teaching me about the whole business.
As you should, yes. What criteria do you use in looking for a photographer or if a photographer contacts you about doing a shoot, what criteria do you use to say yes or no?
First thing I always do, obviously, is go and see their pictures.
Okay.
And see if it's like, even the editing sometimes, if I see that it's not what I like the most, I'm just like, not that into pushing for working or doing a shoot with them. And I also do have like my favorite photographers that I love to work with anytime. So I kind of always go with them. But I actually was going to make a post very soon to try to meet more photographers on the Facebook group and, get more work. But what was the question again? What was the question again?
What criteria do you use in deciding which photographers to work with?
Yeah, so definitely, seeing their work, going to their profiles, seeing how they communicate or respond as soon as they reach out. Because, I'm not going to go to someone that comments on my picture, oh my God, you look so good. They use another word, but let's go ahead and do a shoot. I would love to photograph you. How do you say?
Photograph
you.
It's like, wait, I
would
know
like
it.
to photograph you. Yes, that. But yeah, I look at their work, and I do also see the followers. Not that I care much about it, but if you have like 100 followers and very little pictures, I don't think that you're like a professional photographer for me to go and invest my time. Like, I know I'm not like, a model up here.
Right.
But I still find my time valuable. And if I'm going to go and spend 4 hours at a shoot, I want good results.
I agree. And also, if they only have 100 followers and minimal pictures, then you don't know if it's just John Doe down the street with a camera.
Exactly.
Who wants to take pictures of a pretty girl. So, marketing's important for these photographers so that they can be an established, really into your business going forward.
And, a lot of like the photographers that I work, they don't even focus much on Instagram. They just have their website. So that's another good thing. Have a website because it's
they know where to find you.
Yeah.
If anything goes wrong. Yeah.
Right. If a new photographer, like you mentioned before, 100 followers, not much media to show you. Someone just getting started, but wants to work with you. How would you handle that?
I think I actually have done it. What was this girl's name? I think it was Ebony. She did message me that. Oh no, actually, she didn't message me. She posted on the group that she had just started and she wanted to, reach out to people and get photographs with new people and just show them off in their profile to extend their portfolio. So I was like, hey, I would love to do this. I would love to work with you. I didn't really see her work before, but her pictures came out amazing. So I kind of she gave me the vibe that she knew what she wanted to create.
So whenever you post on that group, the Nashville Models group, for anyone who doesn't know that, do you have a specific concept in mind, or do you ask the photographer, hey, do you have anything in mind, or do you usually I don't know, like for example, me, I already have 4 outfits in my head and I'm like, this is what I want to do. What do you think about it? Do you have the concept, or do you generally rely on them?
I do have the concept. But I very rarely post on the group because like I said, I have my favorite photographers that I can reach out and, hey, do you have time? And kind of go with them. But I should start posting more so that I can work with new people.
I would agree with that because you're naming all these photographers. I've heard of all of them. I've heard of all of them from the group because I post in the group, and most of them I've probably heard about me because just seeing the name, subconscious memory, and then it makes it even feel more safe because you see all these.
Yeah, you see the more interactions.
And all the models end up getting together, and I'll know your name now, and you'll see my name, and I'm like, wait a minute, she worked with this photographer too. So the more you post, the better your rapport than being like a ghost and going to the same ones. And more opportunity for paid gigs too.
Yeah, very true. Yeah, I need to be more put myself out there if I really, want to.
You should. Look at you. Go look in a mirror.
Well, I kind of also have, my other ways to where I kind of want to end up in life. I feel like you got to find a balance. I feel
Yeah.
like if I would have done this before I was married, who knows? I might not even be in Tennessee anymore. But maybe it was a good thing, right? You never know.
I will say that a goal of this podcast is to get your name and face out there in front of the photographers that want to work with you. So this is going to be one way that we can actually do that is have you
Yeah,
come
I'm
here,
excited.
introduce yourself. And again now, you said that you were interested in what areas of modeling?
I enjoy a lot any sport, fitness, fashion catalog, swimsuits, commercial, very Instagram model kind.
And okay, and those are the ones you are most comfortable with, correct?
Yes, yes.
Great, great. So, what is it about those areas that really get your creative modeling juices flowing?
I think it's because it's just me being myself and just showing what I do in my daily basis. Like I love fitness, so I honestly would love to do a fitness shoot. So hopefully soon I can get one done. I've been
Everyone, now
working
there's one
for
idea for you
it.
now, a fitness shoot, okay?
Yes, a fitness shoot. I'm working on that. So I would want to do one of those soon.
Great, great. So now, those areas, there are quite a bit of work available for you because we, as photographers, we always reaching for something, some ideas, maybe something that not everyone has done yet.
Mhm.
Probably one that no one has ever tried before. Fitness. I'm sure that not everyone has tried it. I had not. Um, as you mentioned earlier, go to group pages,
Yep.
post name where you live, and I am interested in doing yada yada yada.
I think, like I said, I need to make the decision, if I want to get my name more out there. Because I have honestly, like, even on my phone, I have like a list on my notes of like photo shoot concepts that I eventually want to accomplish.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like, the time, like, okay, I also have to do my hair. I got to do my makeup. I got to find the props. Like it's very time consuming. And I also have, my job, my career on the side.
Right.
So I have to find a balance, which I do. I'm excited for winter because work slows down. I can do more shoots.
Yeah, and Gracia, also, once you get to the level where you're not, just your favorite photographers and people are paying you, they're also doing your hair and makeup. So you get to wake up and just show up out of bed
That would be
and they will do it
awesome.
for you because I understand whenever you go and you do the shoots, your first one an hour away and you're like, let's just have fun this day.
Yeah.
You're in charge of hair and makeup, but once you get to the point where you're not, it's less time consuming and you don't just
Well,
pose as we discussed. You do just the work of the in front of the camera.
yeah. Well,
'Cause-
that would be awesome once I get my hair and makeup done.
And you can always say no to photo shoots as well if your work schedule is too
Mhm.
busy.
Oh
Right.
yeah, no, I've had to postpone this podcast like twice, right?
Yeah.
Once for a work trip.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just have to find the balance and organize myself. I'm very good at organizing myself, so.
You can always do this on the weekends. Keep your 9 to 5 job during the week. Don't bank on this for a constant income.
Yeah.
Keep your weekday job, okay?
Yeah. Well, it's I'm a property manager, so I do make my own schedule. It's not like I have a 9 to
Wow,
5,
okay,
but it
okay.
keeps me very busy. And on Saturday and Sundays is like my husband and our time together.
Yes.
So I much rather do a schedule anytime 9 to 5 during the week, a photo shoot, than on the weekend. I prefer weekdays.
Your modeling has taught you what about yourself that you did not already know?
It's definitely built my confidence up a lot more. That was a question that I actually had my head wrapped around for a little bit. I would say it's just made me more confidence to myself. Like,
Mhm.
before I I know I'm pretty. Like, I'm not, gonna say, oh no, and whatever. But no, I know I'm pretty and I know I look good in front of the camera. But I think before it was like, I just look pretty on pictures and I enjoy posting them. But now it's like I do go through the pictures and I'm like, okay, this pose makes me look good like this. So now it's more I do want it to be like my Instagram now it's more only professional pictures
Mhm.
instead of when I went out with the family and stuff.
Okay. Okay. So the confidence that you have gathered from your modeling, has it bled over into your normal job
Oh
as a
no.
property manager?
No. I think I'm still even more focused on my property managing job than on the modeling. And that's the problem that,
Mhm.
I would need to find a balance for both. I'm way, I property manage. I want to get eventually 10 properties and have my own office somewhere. And also I do decorating, so.
Ambitious.
So and modeling is like my side gig that I have fun with and I relax.
And it's non-confrontational other than a property manager. I can only imagine the
Yes, I could write a
confrontation you deal
book.
with. Yeah. So it's like
Yes.
your relaxing zone,
Yeah, it's
modeling. And
my going away, like my own zone right there.
In the area of, as Kelsey mentioned, competition, peer pressure. Do you feel any peer pressure from any other people in the industry?
Not really.
Great, great, great.
No, yeah.
Wow.
so you said that you liked lifestyle and really everything that you named that would just go under like commercial print.
Mhm.
So you like print, not commercials, not stuff like that. But where do you draw the line? Like, would you do boudoir? Would your husband be comfortable with that in general? Because, for example, that's my line.
Yeah.
Won't go naked,
So
naked,
I
but
have done I haven't done like say boudoir or nude, but I have done like just recently I styled a shoot. It was supposed to be like Calvin Klein theme and they're very like soft and sweet. Not the result at the end. I love the results, but I look way too provocative on them to the point where I don't even feel like I'm not going to post them because I got my uncles and I got my little cousins there. And I showed them to my husband. He was like, oh my God, baby, you look so good. Like, are you going to post these? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to. I posted like some or just like on the side. But, eventually I would love to do a shoot for him, his eyes only. But I don't find any profit on posting them or I don't get any really from it because I'm going to be respectful to my family and to my husband. And just my point of view, just, are completely different now than before.
I like that you tried it out and then you were like, the pictures are good, the photographer's good, but it's not for me.
Yeah. No,
So I
I love the pictures,
understand
but
that. So you're
can't.
more into like a classy, sexy, like I've seen on
Yeah.
your
Where
Instagram,
it
like
looks sexy and classy and fun.
it's
But,
normal. Like a
it's
bikini's
normal.
normal.
Yes, it's
Maybe not a
normal.
bra and a thong out on the street. Yeah, stuff
Exactly.
like that. No, I like that. I
Yeah.
like that you tried it out just to
Yeah.
see what you liked.
So.
That would be your husband's Valentine's Day gift, right?
Yeah, that should be one of them. I actually have a photographer friend, and I would be super comfortable doing it with her because I've known her for a while. She works there where I live,
Okay.
and she does photography. And she's like, "We should do an evening nude like shoot here on the boat, like open water. It's just gonna be you, your husband, and me." And I'm like, I would be, and he feels comfortable too because he knows her. So he's like, I wouldn't mind that.
If it's a girl, don't bring your husband and make it a big old surprise. Big old surprise.
Yeah,
And
but we
then
need him to drive the boat. So
that's valid. That's a great one.
So yeah, kind of need him there.
What would be? I think you probably just then touched on it. What would be a concept that you would love to shoot?
Hmm. Well, some, like, for example, some that I have on my list just to make it easy.
Yeah.
I have like a Barbie shoot that I want to do, but it's like I want to build this whole box, get the props, be inside the box, kind of like Kylie Jenner thing. Then another shoot is I want to do kind of like Jungle Girl
Mm-hmm.
theme. So I just have, different themes like the fitness that I mentioned, and those are the ones that I have in line.
What kind of a photo shoot would scare you to do?
Maybe something actually like horror, but like actual horror, not like Halloween. I'm gonna look hot and on this Batman costume. I mean,
Okay.
like actual horror, like making it look like a movie. Like Jason Regan, he's done a lot of work like this,
Okay.
and
Okay.
I've seen his work, and it looks awesome. But I feel like I would cry because it looks so realistic. Like it looks so realistic. I would cry maybe doing one of those shoots. Like I would think it's so real. That's how good his pictures that I've seen looked.
That's a good response. It's like kind of like cosplay, but like scary cosplay.
Yeah, no. I remember he showed me one, and I was just like, I would like feel so freaked out if I saw someone following me, even though I know it's a shoot.
Me too.
Have you ever considered just giving it a try to see how you would react or how you would feel?
Maybe I would do some acting on some horror stuff, but not on the shoot. No. Not in photo shoot.
Well, okay. I know some people that are really into the paranormal TV shows. They love it, but like, I could never do this. They'd be
Yeah.
scared out of their wits, you know?
I actually like horror movies a lot. My husband's not a fan. He doesn't even like me watching them, but I enjoy them.
Okay, now tell me what your dream shoot would be.
I would say maybe like some very high-end, elegant dresses where they would make my hair look beautiful, but I would look like a complete princess in a beautiful house. That would be like my dream. Like modeling wedding dresses maybe for, Vera Wang or something like that.
I
Like
knew
those type
it.
of dresses.
I knew it was in my head. I was like, she needs to be in an evening gown.
Yeah. I think I would love like princess. Oh, for Valentine's, I actually, rented this like red dress and did a shoot out downtown. I did not want to take that dress off. I want to go rent like all of them in every color and just feel like a princess around everywhere downtown.
Have you ever been to the showroom Nashville?
I haven't. I follow them and I'm obsessed
That's
with
what-
all their dresses.
You probably see me all the time. I'm always there.
You do look familiar.
I don't
Maybe
work
that's
there.
where
I make so many TikToks because I want to try on every single dress they have.
That's probably
But
where
I
look
do that with a
familiar.
lot of photo shoots. I'll go there, rent a few dresses, find a photographer, post them on the page. Hey, who's into this concept? Does anyone have an idea for a location?
Yeah.
But, they have you can go anything from glitz and glam to sexy and silky to
Yeah.
short cocktail
They
at
have
the showroom.
so many options. Very nice. I follow them. I love all their dresses. I'm always like,
They have a champagne bar now, too. Makes it a little bit more interesting trying on the gowns.
I do just need to go there and just try some gowns one day.
Yes, you do. I
A
could
day
definitely
trip.
see an evening gown. You look great.
Yeah.
A day trip for sure. Wow. Okay. So, if you were not modeling, you said you were property manager. What would you be doing?
I mean, I would probably be still being maybe even more if I wasn't modeling. I would have probably maybe blown up on TikTok already. Maybe. I don't know, because I would have had more time to just be goofy. And I held back a lot sometimes being goofy and, keeping that side down, because now you don't know how people are going to react with a lot of things. But I am a very, clowny person.
Right. Have you ever wanted to quit modeling for whatever reason?
No. Like I said, I do it because it relaxes me, because I find it so fun. It's just, I love seeing the results, and I love being in front of the camera and just coming up with ideas and seeing it at the end.
So you are passionate about what you do, right?
Yes, I would say so. Yes.
Love what you're doing. You love modeling. You love the fairy tale concept. Sometimes goes with modeling.
Yeah, and hey, and if it blows up someday, I'll make sure to make some arrangements on my schedule.
I'm sure it will. I mean, the more we work to get your name out there, photos on all the group pages. I mean, I'm sure you will. It just takes a little time, a little nudge.
Yeah, just a little push,
You'll
push.
make it.
And
Yeah.
I think something worth highlighting is where did you say you were from again originally?
Honduras.
From Honduras, and
Yes.
you have, it looks like you have light eyes here.
Oh yeah, these are contacts though, but they do go from green, hazel, blue.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
you have a very unique look. So I think that's something that'd be very appealing to photographers watching is, you have the olive skin, but then you have light eyes.
Yeah.
We're used to seeing all dark features and dark eyeballs and everything, and it's very unique. So
Yeah,
use
I
that.
can make myself look, like I said, I change from green to hazel to blue, so I can make myself look different ways for
Yeah.
a different concept.
You can look like you're from Central America, or you just got a tan on the yacht.
Exactly.
Saw that one. Yeah, no, I just think it's very interesting. The light eye color, it definitely stands out.
Yeah. So
You were gracious enough to bring some photographs with you. So let's put them up on the monitor and let's have you tell us what we are looking at here.
well, that is me on the boat. Let me tell you that pose. It took me I'm not kidding you, 10 days. My mid back was killing me. Holding that pose was so hard. I think I actually have a video of me just coming back and crunching down.
And that was taken by a very good friend of mine, Brody Hall.
And look at that 8-pack.
I'm telling you, I've been working on it.
I know.
I need
Bikini
that fitness
modeling.
shoot.
You do need a fitness shoot. That looks great. You could work with Adidas, Under Armour, different things like that. It'd be amazing.
That would be.
That's a great picture.
Thank you.
Did he use a drone? How'd he get up there?
No, we just
No, I
right
did
there, right in
that.
front.
Wow.
Okay, and this one is also from Brody Hall.
Yes. This is, just I really like this one because even though my face doesn't look the best as it does in some other pictures, I like how my body looks. And for any brand that's out there, hey, she has a nice body for a bikini. So that's kind of why I picked this picture to show.
Oh, I see the Arabic tattoo right there.
Yeah, see?
Okay,
Ooh.
and this one here, you are where at?
That was actually a group shoot that I did at, I think it was called Serengeti Manor. I think that's how you pronounce it. It was a very nice house. There were a lot of models there, and it was just a very fun shoot, very creative, different styles from everyone.
See, I really love this picture too. I can see right where your thigh, right there, your quads. Like you can just tell you work out just from I'm a big gym girl, so I love noticing the different contour of muscles, and even in something that's not a fitness shoot or not a bikini, you can still tell how fit you are.
Oh, you can. I love seeing a girl that works legs out and then they wear heels, legs pop.
It looks great, and I like those shoes too.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think I am a big proponent. If you can wear high heels, wear them. It just makes your body look so much better than if you're just barefooted, okay?
It does. It gives a different sculpture completely to your
Definition.
body. Definition, yes.
And you don't have to work out your calves at the gym either. The heels do it for you.
I'm just gonna go and do squats on heels. See how it goes.
I heard that J-Lo walks on the treadmill on heels.
I've
was watching
heard
a
it's
TikTok.
really good for you.
Sounds difficult, but maybe I'll try it tomorrow.
It makes your quads pop a lot more.
Yeah, it looks. Love that.
Okay, and next we have this. Okay, now.
See that I can be sexy and look, provocative with
Yes.
It's so
still
classy.
elegancy.
Yes.
Yeah. I bet your husband liked that one.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, is that one like hanging in your bedroom wall? I love
Not
that.
yet, but there
Not
are
yet,
some
not
pictures
yet.
that I want to print out eventually when we get a house.
Yeah, no, that one's incredible. Your hair looks great. And you
Right.
do all your own hair?
Yes, on
Wow.
hair.
And who took this photograph?
I can't remember the guy's name, but that was also in the house, the Serengeti Manor on the group
Okay.
photo shoot. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
You can see. I always give them, props on the Instagram, but I can't remember his name.
If at all possible, I would also like to see all of your right earring
Oh,
Hmm.
interesting.
Yeah.
because it's kind of hidden behind your shoulder, okay?
Yeah.
That's
see
Uh,
from
that.
a from a photographer
also,
standpoint.
also, maybe raise your head up just a little bit.
Yeah, I could. That picture I liked, like I said, more
See,
how my body looked.
yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh, Tyra Banks says, the turtle hunch
Yes,
thing. I did that.
yes.
Like I needed to bring my neck out more.
Right. Okay, now, this is a great photograph, but I'm going to ask you, after you shot it, what would you have liked to have done different? I like it, but now, what would you like to have
I would
done
have,
different?
maybe done my posture a little better. And
Okay.
maybe instead of having the leg spread out all the way, I would have crunched it up also a little more and lifted my body up more to the front.
How would it have looked if you somehow prop yourself up using your left
So I actually
forearm?
do have I should have sent that other picture
Okay.
instead.
Okay.
I do have another picture where you can see both my feet and
Okay.
like facing forward.
Right.
So there were different poses on that.
E- Everybody was, in my mind, everybody says, okay, that's a good photograph, but if I had shot this, I would have done this, I would have done that. See what it will have looked like. I mean, I still like it. It's a good image. I mean, I would not toss it whatsoever.
Right.
Little tweaks I would just like to see. You don't even waste the image anymore because you can always delete it because it's all digital now.
Yeah.
I would shoot it just to see how it looked. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that is still a very good image. Very good
Oh yeah, I
image.
got a lot of different shots with that
Oh,
one.
I love this one so much. You look like a professional. You're about to play against Serena Williams or something.
Oh my God.
I loved this one so much.
I'm getting my butt kicked by Serena.
Okay, and this was taken where?
That was in Hendersonville.
Yes.
There's like a little park there and it has tennis courts. So Brody rode down
Right.
to Hendersonville and we did it there.
Okay, great. I wanted to get a tennis court shot done. Had them all lined up. Mother Nature didn't agree, and I'm not going back to it. I wanted to do it.
They're fun. They're very fun. I spend a lot of time on Pinterest before every shoot looking at poses and ideas. And there's honestly so many other poses you can also do on a tennis court and different concepts, ideas, roller skates, anything.
Oh yes, yes.
I will say with, fitness and athletic things, I've done a lot of different fitness modeling.
Mm-hmm.
You do have to have a certain photographer that has a certain type of camera. Because I've done one where I've been like jumping up there, jogging, and if they don't have that shutter that does 100 images in that 5 seconds, they're not going to get the shot.
It's not gonna
So,
look perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that you're on Pinterest and everything. Take screenshots and post it and be like, this is what I want, and you can do it.
I have my own little folder on my, photo album of pictures, ideas, and shoots, like poses I want to try out to eventually do.
Mm-hmm.
So.
How do you? I think you just answered the next question. How do you come up with your poses? Is it just
So yeah, a lot, on Pinterest, I look up poses, but also whenever I see a model like on Instagram, or, even if it's a professional model or even just models that I've seen on the Facebook group, if I really like how they pose, I would go and stalk their Instagram completely and so there's this girl, I don't know if you guys have heard of her. it's Ruby something, her Instagram, but I'm like obsessed with her poses. I spent like a whole like night just looking at how she poses, and then whenever I go to a photo shoot, I try to imitate her poses, and a lot of the pictures have come out, very good.
Do you ever do it in front of like a mirror?
Yes. Sometimes I put my phone there and record myself and make sure
here.
that I
Okay,
look.
I just wanted to know if I was the only weirdo who's sitting there
I do
like,
that.
this is what I would see in the next couple days. But
Yeah, no, I've done that. And, I've spent also watched and rewatched America's Next Top Model. And they do give some, like, it's a little old, but, the newest episodes, they do give you ideas. So I try to like do the poses like that. And then I always take pictures before on a new pose that I want to try. Because I don't want it for it to be like, okay, I think I'm looking like this, but that's not the eyes that I'm making. So I always try to see myself in the camera before.
do you feel like the facial expression is harder than the actual pose most of the time?
Absolutely. Way more. Like you could see a perfect picture on your body and then your face just looks
like it looks like you're concentrating too hard on what you're doing.
Yeah, or one eye is like smaller or your mouth is like I've had some great pictures and my mouth is open and I'm like, well, I can't post this. I don't like how my mouth looks, but the picture's great.
Don't you wish those professional cameras had live mode?
I know. That would be awesome.
Yes. I like that about iPhones, live pictures.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it seems like every model has got an Instagram page, a TikTok page. Is there one model that you idolize?
I mean, the one that I just mentioned, Ruby, her posing, like that's one that I really spend time looking at. And there's another one, can't remember her Instagram handle, but she does poses where she stacks boxes and they would have to have that like shutter on the camera because she falls off. So they have to and I'm like, I would love to do a shoot like that. Even if I'm just going to fall on the ground, but the moment up there would look so good.
All you photographers, take note.
Buy some boxes and get them painted.
Yes. And then
got a model ready for you.
What makes you excited about a shoot? Is it the photographer that you're working with or a concept?
I think the concept and just seeing the results at the end. I mean, obviously, if I go with one photographer is because I picked them to do that concept because I knew they were going to, get it right and see what I wanted to create. So, yes, the photographer does have a lot of things, but what I look more forward to is just seeing the results at the end.
Yeah, and you're a beautiful girl. So, I mean, even if it's not the perfect photographer in that moment, the picture's still going to be good.
You'll get
Might
one.
be perfect what you were expecting, but you're going to be excited with the concept and how you look because it's just fun to receive the photos back.
Exactly. Yes. Even if it's just one that you're obsessed with.
Yes, exactly.
If you can do a shoot and get 5 good images out of it, it's worth it, okay?
Yes. Yes.
I don't expect every image to be a keeper because you're going to have that awkward pose. You're going to have the camera go off with your in-between poses. But if you can get 5 good images out of an outfit, okay, it's worth it.
Yeah, and when I like before I did model professionally with actual photographers, and even at the beginning when I started, I would get a lot of pictures back and I'm like, oh, I'm obsessed with this one. I'm obsessed with this one. I like this one. And I just wanted to post all of them. As I'm getting more into, I see more my pose, I see this, and I like, out of 50, I like 15. So even though the other ones are still great, but you get more picky on yourself on what you like.
Yeah, and you only need so many in one outfit.
Exactly.
You're like,
I finally,
how many times can I post this? Well, we'll see.
Exactly. So with 3 good pictures of one outfit, that's all you need.
Yes. I love to give a model at the end of every episode the opportunity to say what is on her mind, that any subject that the model feels needs to be brought to the forefront. It could be any subject, anything. People may be afraid to talk about it. People may be embarrassed. This is their opportunity to say, this is what I feel is important to me. It needs to be brought up so the public knows about it. If you have anything like that, Gracia, what is it?
So, like I did say, this one really had me thinking for at least 5 days. I really wanted to, to say something good, but at the same time, I know there's a lot of problems out there that need to be addressed and people want to communicate on. But me, myself personally, I don't think I have like all the knowledge to speak on a topic that's, as important as that. But I did, like, I was thinking today as I was getting ready, it just popped in my head. Something that I really see a lot and I would like to make people aware of is cyberbullying. Like, that is just a big thing that goes around and you don't really know how much you're affecting a person because it's very easy hiding behind a screen on a fake profile and criticizing a person. Um, but you don't know how you're gonna make them feel. You don't know what they're going through. Like, if you scroll through TikTok, if a girl or a guy or a couple isn't within the beauty standards that society thinks is beautiful, and you go to the comments, you see the hate, you see them bashing and just gross comments that I personally thank God I haven't had to deal with that because I don't know how I would act. And I also think that's one of the things that holds me back personally because I'm like, as soon as I put myself out there, I'm giving more people the opportunity to criticize me. And I don't know how I will react. I'm a person that's very like, I don't care about your opinion, but you don't know. When you get a lot of people, you don't know. So I think, if you see a person that you don't feel comfortable on social media with, you don't like their video, just scroll on. I don't see what makes you, what do you think that gives you the entitlement to just go and post something negative about them? Like, who are you? Like, why? If you have something bad to say, just keep it to yourself and keep on scrolling. Like, you don't have to make a person feel bad. You don't know what they're going through. And hey, if your life is sad that you have to criticize other people to make yourself feel good, you need someone to talk to and go to the gym, go run, go do something, but don't try to make other people feel bad just because you feel bad.
Awesome.
Biggest negative about the internet is the comment section.
Yeah, like it's just crazy, and you don't think that you're hurting someone by saying you look ugly, but there's tons of comments like that.
Exactly. And people feed off of each other and then it becomes a whole thread. I catch myself watching 100 comments and I'm like, whoa.
I watch the comments more than the video.
Yeah. And that's not what it's about, definitely.
Yeah. So, just keep on scrolling if you don't like something. There's no need to leave negative comments on someone's pictures. And hey, maybe if you do good, if you smile, a person will smile back at you. So,
as I have always told people, not everyone will like your work. Not everyone will hate your work. But as a model, you've got to put it out there to advertise yourself. You've got to take the good with the bad. A model, a photographer, anybody in this industry has got to have a thick skin.
That is very true.
Very, very true. You've kind of got to take the bad, hateful comments with a grain of salt. If you can learn something from them, step back and kind of look at why they would make that comment. Is it just, as you said, make themselves feel better? Maybe. Is it someone that is in the industry? That's a good question right there because not everyone knows what it takes to make a good quality photograph.
Yeah, exactly.
The people that do are the ones you can listen to. People that don't, you can always hit that block button, okay?
Yep, exactly. I'm very good at taking criticism, like I said, especially if you're doing it in a nice way. Like if someone's over here telling me, hey, you can do this, and but like you were commenting on my pictures, I don't feel any type of way about it. I appreciate it and I'll put it to work on my next pictures. But, there's, for example, even something that I wanted to make a comment on something that you said is even though like I know I look that I'm a pretty girl, I have also got maybe not cyberbullying, but I have also gotten like put in a corner by other girls. And maybe, I don't know if it's their own insecurities, but that themselves has made me feel bad, even though, you would never think, oh, another girl's going to make that girl feel bad. No, you will make me feel bad because you're not including me in something just because of the way I look. So it doesn't matter if, you're the most gorgeous person or a person that other people find that's not attractive. You're still going to feel some type of way, and you just have to be positive with everyone.
Yes.
That happens way too often, and it is insecurities.
And I feel like a lot of girls don't think that's true. That just because you're pretty, they think that you don't go through stuff like that.
That's exactly how it is. Yep. Unfortunately, and honestly, the longer I'm in this industry, it's not generally even girls who are in the industry.
Yeah.
It's just what they see and then their speculation from your photos, or they wish they were in that photo, and then they just get a perception of you, and it's not fair.
Yeah.
And one day they'll snap into it, maybe with age, maybe with
hopefully.
Wisdom from somebody smart, maybe from this podcast.
Yeah, hopefully.
But
Maybe so.
Definitely it's personal for themselves, not for you.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing that you're aware of that.
One last, actually, the last question that I have for you. For the young girls, young boys out there that are thinking about following in your footsteps, what advice could you give them?
I would say, especially as a younger girl, a little girl, be yourself. Do the shoots you want to do, the concepts you want to do. Don't think that just because you see these very, high-end models that are doing bikini, don't think that that's the only thing that you have to do to get out there. It might be harder, but don't think that just boudoir, nudes, or bikini shoots is going to get you up on top. You can do any type of shoot and you'll look good. You just have to practice.
All of the photographers that are watching and listening to this podcast that want to reach out to you, how may they find you?
You can find me on Instagram. It's number 8. And then my last name, Chinchilla. Like the little chinchilla.
Yeah. You've only been modeling 1 year, but I have seen your images. I'm impressed by them. You've got, I feel, a very bright future in front of you. This is your dream that I feel, even if it is only on the weekends. I say pursue it, okay?
Yeah.
You are a fantastic lady,
Thank you.
a beautiful person inside and out. I love having you here as a guest, and I want this podcast to help promote you in your modeling, your career. I want to help you get your name out there in front of the photographers that want to work with you, the hair and makeup artist. That is a goal always of this podcast, and I will do everything I possibly can to help you any way, shape, form, or fashion. Grecia, it has been an honor sitting here talking with you. I have honestly and thoroughly enjoyed the last hour.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you
have I.
for being here. And Kelsey, I cannot say enough about you. I mean, a former guest, I love having you back. I mean, you're just awesome. Okay, that's plain and simple awesome.
Thank you. You need someone to make you laugh?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm there for you.
Thank you.
It's always a good time, and you always have great models on here, and it is a good way to promote. It is, even with hair and makeup artists. That's my goal for you. Get your hair and makeup done. You pick out your
Yes,
photographer and
I
just
need
see
that.
what you think.
Yes, I need that. I need
And
to
relax.
get my hair done professionally.
Okay, so with all of that being said, Grecia, Kelsey, thank you both for being here. Everyone that is listening, watching, thank you. Thank you for tuning into the Model Connection podcast. Please like, follow, and subscribe on social media and everywhere you get your podcast. Links are in the description. Thank you and bye-bye.